Does anyone else think that there's weird things going on in that office? Yeah, I wouldn't sit on that couch. What's going on, movie fans? Welcome back to JBuck Studios, your home for reviews, reactions, and ridiculousness. Anyways, though, went out to the theater once again across town to the art house theater that I, occasionally go off to see a smaller movie I really wasn't familiar with, and it's called The Assistant. A recent college graduate and aspiring film producer just landed her dream job to a powerful entertainment mogul. But as she becomes more and more aware of abuse covering the workplace, it's time to take a stand. So is The Assistant a must-see that tackles some tough material? Let's find out. But before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you guys thought of The Assistant, if you've already seen this film, or you're kind of, curious about this film, but haven't heard too much. Now let's get into some of the good. So getting into The Assistant, I guess my understanding is that this is marketed as some sort of thriller, but if it is a thriller, it's more of a toned down kind of story of a thriller. But getting right into this, it's basically this girl, and it's the day in the life of, it's kind of a slice of life. It's her throughout her whole day as an assistant, and kind of all of the different material and workplace things she has to deal with, cleaning, people, phone calls, all of this other stuff that she has to kind of hide. But kind of adding in that story, I'm not going to name names or anything, because allegedly, I don't know if that's the way they were going, but it's very much turning or steering into sort of Me Too, situations with sexual assault, sexual harassment, and a certain big wig that was dealing with the movie business. You obviously know who it is. It's let's say Henry Goldstein. Let's say that's who it is. So it's tackling an assistant to this Henry character and what she is dealing with, what she is seen with on a daily basis. And I thought that right there was just a very interesting story, interesting look, because it's just, the whole story feels like one heck of an exhausting day of the different things she has to deal with, the different things that if she says something, she has to go and instantly apologize for that, almost making this weird dominance in the workplace. And not only is she experiencing this harassment as a third party, she almost is getting it herself from coworkers and people talking down to her and people completely ignoring what she has to say. So this is very much a statement piece. This is very much tackling that, kind of showing how disgusting and sketchy all of these things in the workplace were, and people were obviously aware of them, but people did nothing about them. And another interesting thing about The Assistant is the way that they handled everything. They sort of left a lot up to the imagination, you sort of filling in the blanks, because again, you're seeing this from the assistant's point of view, and anyone in that situation getting the context clues or hearing rumors, you would know what the hell is going on in this story. But then another interesting thing that they did was, I wouldn't say it's like a monster movie, but I thought that it was interesting a little bit like that, because they only hint at this evil character and show glimpses of him maybe walking by, maybe him talking on a phone. So it's almost like this horror creature feature where they're just subtly hinting at this presence of evil running throughout this movie. But tackling the story, the harassment elements, the character at the center of this, Jane, who is played by Julia Garner, I believe, from Ozark and a few other things, I thought she did she was brilliant in this role, because again, you can see this person that's going after her dream. She unfortunately has to climb this ladder of success, deal with all of this crap that she's dealing with, and essentially the emotional exhausting take that it takes on her. And there isn't much speaking, it's a lot of face acting and kind of subtle ways she looks at things and the way that she moves her eyes, her mouth, or tears up even. And I thought what she did in this role was fantastic. Again, I don't know if it's going to get any awards come award season next year at the end of the year, but I thought that she did a phenomenal job at being the main character, kind of leading us through all of this story. So this isn't going to be a big negative for myself, but I know that other people, maybe casual fans that are going to check out this movie, this is the definition of a slow burn movie. This is only about 90 minutes, I think a little bit less, so it's not that long of a movie, but it goes very slowly because it's playing through the daily life of this character, and it's not any of these outburst arguing scenes. Everything is very subdued. It's a subdued look at harassment, and again, this kind of, there's intense tense scenes, but they don't ramp up into like arguing or anything. It's very awkward sitting in a room, very, you know, I wouldn't say monotone, but level-keeled, asking each other questions and sort of the dread that nothing is going to get done. So yes, a very slow-paced movie, so if you're not into that, you might not like The Assistant. Overall, The Assistant is a very powerful but yet subdued look at Me Too and workplace harassment. With it being this interesting day in the life of story, Julia Garner being brilliant in this role, and almost this terror or creature evil running throughout the film, but with it, yeah, being a very much a slow burn movie, I'd recommend checking out this film. Again, it was an interesting look into sort of the inner workings of how just sketchy and disgusting and evil these big wig entertainment moguls are, and I thought that it was handled very well. In closing, I'm going to give The Assistant 3.8 out of 5 held phone calls. So what did you guys think of The Assistant? If you've already seen this film, now curious about this film, or staying far away from this film, I want to know in the comments down below. Anyways though, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there or right over there, probably Boy 2, Brahms the Boy 2, ending explained poorly. I love doing those kind of videos. They're fun, they're goofy, they're whatnot. Go check that out over there. Follow all of my social media down there. Like this video, share this video out, subscribe to the JBuck Studios channel, and until next time, we'll see you later.